So it's a new year and time for a quick channel update video for Auspex Tactics in 2025. Let's talk about some video plans, giveaway winners, and the next one for a big Knights household, and a few ideas for faction specific videos to come next. Hello and welcome back to Auspex Tactics for another monthly channel update video, talking for you a few things that have been happening on the channel, giveaway announcements and plans for the future. As ever, videos first, and December was a pretty massive one here on the channel. Games Workshop really didn't let up with the Warhammer 40k content dropping over the month, new content and Grotmus detachment videos dropping literally every day. Definitely a lot of fun content for 40k that I was really interested to talk through. So maybe did make things just a little bit on the formulaic side on the channel. It was certainly fun to have some 40k stuff to talk about literally all the time, but did mean there maybe wasn't quite as much time and effort for taking things a little bit more slowly on one day or two and put more effort into big projects. So certainly looking forward to mixing it up a bit more in 2025. That certainly wasn't all for Warhammer though. We also had the balanced data slate and all the big changes that brought, including some pretty massive ones for Space Marines in particular, the Emperor's Children teasers and the build up to the reveal of Fulgrim. And then after the Grotmus detachments ended, I did have chance for a few other bigger projects here on the channel. It was pretty good fun talking through Storm Shields and Power Weapons with a look at all the Army's Shield War style units, doing a bit of speculating for the future for what each remaining codex could or should get for their model releases, and I was certainly interested to talk through some of the best selling models of 2024. Certainly interesting to see trends in collecting and gameplay translate to Warhammer sales. For the future though, it might be a slight calm before the storm in January. It seems that we've probably got Astra Militarum on the imminent horizon. Really looking forward to seeing the Guard get their update, and I really hope that they get one of the more interesting codexes in 10th edition. It's certainly been a bit hit or miss. I'll be looking forward both to talking about them on the channel and my own Astra Militarum army. I'll be aiming to cover the detachments and also do some unit reviews as well. And otherwise for January things, I guess we might be getting some model reveals on the 16th for the Las Vegas Open if we're lucky. I'll also be very interested to check in on tournament results when the first ones start happening with all the big updates, to see what armies and detachments are standing on top when the dust settles from all the new content. In the meantime though, I'm hoping to make a few more big projects and some faction specific videos like tier lists or big unit review style ones. And I've got a channel Patreon poll that's just been set for that now that I'll just cycle back to after the giveaway stuff. And hopefully one of the next more general tactics ones might be a video on transport tactics and how they work. I'll probably aim to have that one go live on the Patreon page before on the main channel. In any case though, December's certainly been fun, but I'm certainly not looking to slack off the pace in 2025. I'm sure it's going to bring loads to talk about. As always, a massive thank you to all of you subscribing, liking, commenting and all that stuff on YouTube, and continuing to allow me to do this as my full-time thing. Giveaway announcements next, and the one for January was the big Deathcore of Krieg one. Hopefully that box set will be dropping at any time now, but I can reveal that the 8 winners for that are KTW, Sean G, Conchu, David Little, David Mirochik, Timothy Dion, and Tim McDonald. It seems the RNG gods have smiled on you guys this time. I've just sent a message out to confirm delivery details when the box sets arrive with me. For the February one, I thought with the Dawn of the Imperial Knights coming in the near future with their codex out in early 2025, we could do the return of a previous popular one with a Knight household giveaway, to hopefully get a few more people with armies of big stompy robots out there in 40k. This one's similar rules to a giveaway that I've done a couple of times on the channel already, and basically it'll be 4 winners to get a custom Knight household of their designing. Hopefully should be a fairly ready to go Warhammer 40k army, choosing either any 3 plastic Titanic, Imperial or Chaos Knights, and then any one of those could be swapped out for 4 armigers. So say for example you could have a Lancer and 8 armigers if you'd like, or 3 Questoris Knights, or 2 Questoris and 4 armigers. Hopefully should be a good way for a few people to start a new faction, all ready for when the Knight books come out. As ever with the channel giveaways, there'll be 2 equal ways to enter, both of them links down in the video description. Either you can support the channel on Patreon for any amount, that's the main thing that supports me here on YouTube, and also gets you free entry to the giveaways each and every month. Otherwise, as an alternative, you can support via social media and get entry completely for free. To do that, you do these 3 actions: subscribing to the YouTube channel and liking the Facebook page to boost the algorithms, and then to actually enter the draw, a giveaway post appears on the Facebook page on the 1st of February, and to enter, reply to that post with a picture of any 40k mini or imagery, along with your name and the date handwritten within the same photo. That last bit just to stop Facebook bots and spammers. That goes live at midnight UK time, and 24 hours after that I'll stop the giveaway and do the draw. And I'll announce the winners of this one in the equivalent of this video next month, usually around the 4th, and get in touch with the winners to ask which knights they're like. As ever, feel free to check out the links down in the video description if you'd like to enter. I do generally tend to keep giveaways of a similar sort of size and scale coming each month. Otherwise, for channel announcements, as I mentioned earlier, I thought it could be good to do another Patreon poll to ask what sort of videos people would like to see next. I don't know if Games Workshop's going to be sending us straight into Astra Militarum previews, but hopefully there'll be a bit of time for a few other faction-related projects I wanted to get done. I've put a few suggestions here, and also asked if people want to suggest or upvote any others down in the comments on that poll. That's live on the Patreon page now, so channel backers over there can choose to vote on them if they want to. I certainly hope to make the top voted one or two, and hopefully a couple more on the list as well if I happen to have the time and find the subject inspiring. I'll certainly be looking at commented suggestions as well for this one. The ones I've gone for this one were more faction specific things, so say faction overviews for Tyranids or Dark Angels, maybe strengths and weaknesses for Chaos Space Marines, or some updated tier lists for Tau or Necrons, plus some unit strengths and weaknesses videos for Orcs or Custodians as well. I think there'd also be other good ones to focus on. Finally, I'll just wind up by giving a quick shout out to the channel's merch store. If you want some fancy things with some custom dice or t-shirts and hoodies and stuff with the channel logo on, there'll be links below in the video description if you would like to check them out. There's a couple of basic t-shirts and hoodies with the channel logo on. Some channel logo dice with the black ones and white ones. Those ones really quite nice and luxury feel, made by the Baron of Dice. And there's also the fun t-shirt designs and things that were made by a few people who submitted them to the channel merch competition. This fun one with a bunch of script and the Auspex logo. The rather spectacular tower one here, and a fair few others. They're there for those who want them. Obviously the Patreon page is the main way to support the channel if you'd like to. These more exist if you want some fun things with the channel logos on. In any case though, I'll leave that there for now. Hopefully we'll be back in the not too distant future, probably talking about Games Workshop price rises and their history, unless anything else comes up. As always, just an absolutely massive thank you to everyone watching. As ever, it's really cool to do this as my full-time thing. Looking forward to another great year in 2025, and I most certainly hope to see you guys next time.